name is Jacqueline. I am a corporate flight attendant and welcome to my YouTube channel, Jacqueline Travels. Today I am filming a video. It is a follow-up question video for those of you who have been watching me for a while. In past flight attendant videos or just stay-at-home flight attendant vlogs, I have touched on a few things and never really followed up with them. And those of you who have been watching me for a while want solution. You want to know what the end game was, what the end result was to some of the things that I've shared with you guys in the past. So that's what I'm doing in today's video. So a few of the questions that you guys wanted answered were what happened to the condo, what happened to Garage Cat, whatever happened with your heart rate monitor, and just things like that. So I'm gonna answer your questions today. I'm actually gonna be filming this video over multiple days. This video is sponsored by TEAMI. You guys know that I have been absolutely loving their ingestible products, the Beauty Start From Within products. I do my collagen smoothies every day with their Beauty Butterfly Collagen. And then for an afternoon pick-me-up, I love their greens superfood blend. It's matcha, it's got 16 greens in there. Everything is natural, no artificial anything. They're really products that I can get behind. I feel comfortable recommending them to you because I take them, I personally see results, I feel good about it. And since I've worked with TEAMI for a while, they actually sent me their newest product. It is a beauty mask. It is a restorative clay facial. And just like the two drinks I mentioned, it's packed full of good stuff. The mask is natural, vegan, non-GMO, certified cruelty-free, and made right here in the United States, specifically in Florida. It's also made without alcohol, parabens, harmful chemicals, or synthetic dyes. So TEAMI sent me this mask to review. I'm gonna try it for the first time tonight. Very excited about that. And when I put it on, I'm going to answer my first question for you guys. And then I'm gonna try it throughout the week. It says use 1 to 4 times a week depending on your skin needs. So if you are a repetitive viewer and you watched What's in My Beauty Bag, you know I love a good clay mask. Basically my skin concerns are I have large pores and I hate them, and maybe you guys don't even notice that, or maybe you do because I just upgraded my camera, but I feel like on my cheeks I have some large pores, and that's the thing that drives me the most crazy about my skin. As far as using a mask on a regular basis, I need a clay mask. Pulls all the gunk out of your pores, tightens your skin, and just leaves you looking refreshed. So the old mask that I used to use, I would order it from New Zealand because that's how much I liked it. So hopefully I can get a US based product. I will let you guys know. I'm gonna do an honest review starting tonight. That is my number one skin concern. Of course, like any other girl, I worry about having that flawless complexion. Generally, I'm relatively lucky as far as the breakouts go. Occasionally though, I will get a giant pimple, and clay masks are great for drying those up too. So this is a product that's really beneficial for someone with my skin type. And if you have a similar skin type or similar issues, I'm going to give you a 25% off discount code. So you can try this or any other TEAMI product on your own. My discount code is JACTRAVELS25. That is JAC Travels 25. I'll even put a link down below so it's easy for you guys to find. So right now I have a few things that I need to do around the house. Some cleaning, I need to exercise. I exercise with the makeup on. I know that's not good for my skin, but I wanna give you an honest look into my normal like skincare routine, how I live my life, my everyday activities, and what I do to try to look my best at the end of the evening and again in the mornings. So full face of makeup today. I've got some heavy duty activities coming later on. It's hotter than you know what outside, so I am bound to get a little bit oily, but I will be checking in with you guys as the day goes on and as the week goes on. I'm gonna set my camera down in the corner, but it's a little dark. So this is my post-exercise look. I washed my makeup off. You can see how my skin looks before the mask. I have like a little breakout over here and one over here. But other than that, I think it's pretty good, minus like the big pore situation that I've got going on my cheeks. So I'm gonna try this mask and start answering questions for you guys. Okay, so just reading over the directions. Lightly dampen your face, use your fingers or a mask applicator, do a thin to medium layer, allow 10 to 15 minutes to dry for optimum results, and then rinse off with lukewarm water. So I'm doing this before I get into the shower. That's how I'll rinse mine off. Let's get to it. Okay, so my first thought is the smell reminds me of something, but I can't think of what. So I'm probably gonna ask Jonny because I know it's gonna drive me crazy. It's a pleasant smell. It's not like anything foul. And then it's got a nice, like cooling sort of feel. Immediately it feels really nice. First impression, thumbs up. All right, so the first question I'm gonna answer for you guys is what happened to Garage Cat? I'm so frequently asked what happened. His formal name was Luscious Thaddeus. He was a big fat cat that ran into our garage one night. Super sweet. I wanted to take him inside, but I have 2 indoor cats and I knew it would just not be a good situation to have them mingle in case Luscious had anything wrong with him. Luscious did not like being a garage cat. He was crying and begging to go outside, and finally we let him do that. But the good news is we see him around the neighborhood all the time. I did leave food out for him. I still occasionally do, not often as I first did when we first let him out of our garage. But he's the local neighborhood cat. He wanders the streets. He keeps us safe at night. He's still fat and plump, so someone is feeding him, or he's a good hunter, and he's doing very well out there. I was extremely paranoid of letting him go outside because my cats are strictly indoor cats. They are not allowed outside. I'm afraid of cars or other animal predators and just like all of the bad things that could happen to a precious cat outside. So I really struggled with letting him go, but that's how he was gonna be happiest. He appears to be thriving. Like whenever we see him, he appears to be doing well. So Luscious is back to being a street cat and not a garage cat. Hey you guys, so I've decided to use the mask every other night. So this is my second time with the mask on, but my 3rd day using it. Day 1 results were great. I feel like it drew a lot of gunk out of my pores that I had to like clean up a little bit. But so far, everything is good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so my second question of this series is whatever happened to your condo that kept exploding? If you don't know what I'm talking about, before me and Jonny bought this house, I had a condo and our pipe burst when I was on a layover. It was very traumatic. Luckily, I had good insurance. Everything was repaired. But before I moved back into the condo, we purchased this house. And I'm actually gonna move because my arm is getting really tired and this is just a lot of my face. Okay. So we purchased this house and I did decide to keep our pre-marital condo, and I have a renter in there. And unfortunately, less than a year later, the freaking pipe exploded again. I couldn't have been more angry about the situation. Obviously, it's super frustrating, not only for me to experience that as an owner twice, but now to have a renter deal with that and have a renter be displaced. I'm very fortunate that luckily my insurance has not dropped me yet. Let's hope it stays that way. And my renter also had very good insurance. So he ended up moving into a hotel while they repaired the house again. This time, all of the floors did have to be ripped up, but none of the drywall had to be cut out, which is good because the first time it happened, the drywall was all replaced. So my renter was extremely kind, extremely patient. Their insurance covered their entire hotel stay, and my insurance helped with rent assistance for the income that I was losing on the place. The original renter did move back into the condo. It's been a few months now, incident-free, almost a year. Let's hope it stays that way because it is very, very stressful to deal with those sort of things. Jonny and I frequently talk about what we should do with the condo when my renter does not want to renew their lease or live there anymore. And I feel like I lucked out having this person in there. I don't know if I'll get lucky again. I feel like if I do keep that condo and continue to use that as a rental property, I will get a management company to oversee everything. This way I just don't have any of the interaction with the person in my unit. So if there ever is another insurance claim or something happens, there will be a middleman who kind of takes care of everything, which will definitely take the stress off of Jonny and myself. So as of right now, I still own the condo. I have a fabulous renter in there. I'm very grateful for that. In the future, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen. But as of right now, we still own the condo from hell. Hey you guys, it is day 4. I figure that I should talk to you guys when I have some makeup on my face. I feel more comfortable this way than talking to you with the face mask. Plus today's not a day that I plan on exfoliating my skin with that mask. I'm about to record another video, so this is the look for the day, and this is how I am answering questions today. I've got the rest of the questions that you guys have asked me on my phone. I'm gonna answer 3 more of them today. One of the most common questions is how did you meet Jonny? And if you're new to my channel, Jonny is my husband. We've been married almost a year now. We're still in that newlywed phase and it's so much fun. I met my husband playing on a recreational beer league softball team. And one of my friends let me know they needed a girl for their co-ed team, and it was his work team, and he happened to work with Jonny and happened to ask me to be the girl who played on the team. And I remember the first game, I was sitting in the dugout and I saw Jonny walk in and he had his Yankees hat on and he was wearing it backwards, and I just thought, oh my God, this is a good looking man. And we just made small talk every once in a while, like pleasantries, because we played on the same softball team. And it took him a year to finally ask me out. So our first date was at a Yankees game. Obviously there's a theme here. We both love baseball. We both love the Yankees. Although he loves the Mets too. I'm just strictly a Yankee fan. We had a great time at the baseball game, and then he asked me to a more formal date. He invited me to a very nice dinner a few days later. And ever since then, 7+ years ago, he's just kind of been stuck with me. All right, this one is probably tied for most popular question, along with how did I meet Jonny? But I'm always asked how I became a flight attendant, and I have answered this question in a video before, but again, there might be some new people here. And if you guys are new, welcome to my channel. I'm really excited that you're here. I became a flight attendant because I was laid off of my adult job. I used to work in marketing and it was a lot of fun. I learned a ton. That's what my degree is in. And so I really put it to use for a few years, but my department ended up getting laid off. And I got a severance package, and I thought, I'm an adult, and for the first time in my life, I have a little bit of money and no responsibilities. I just want to travel the world and not really do anything. So I traveled everywhere. I backpacked everywhere. I met up with friends in different locations, and it was so exciting to see the world and experience new cultures and meet new people. Obviously, I was a huge fan of all the great food that I was trying, and when money started to get low and I realized that it was time for me to join the workforce again, I thought, why not become a flight attendant? So I did a little bit of research online and I applied, and I was hired with US Airways immediately in January 2013. It's gonna be commuting to Philadelphia, and didn't really want to be doing that. So I looked for other airlines, and I was hired with my second airline, and I accepted the offer and I started training with them, and I stayed at that commercial airline for 5 years. And I still loved my commercial airline after 5 years. And then I was made aware of a corporate flight attendant gig. They were looking for a contractor, and I didn't really know the difference between corporate flight attending and commercial flight attending. So I applied and was like, hey, I've got 5 years of flight attendant experience. Like, why not apply? Thinking that would be enough to get me in. And I had 3 interviews with this company and quickly realized corporate flight attending is so much different than commercial flight attending, and I really had to step up my game and prove myself. And I think the company was willing to see that I was able to put in the work and learn about the job, and not come in as someone who's cocky thinking, I've been a flight attendant for 5 years, I certainly can do this. And they hired me. It was a 4-day trip as a contractor, and I went down to Santiago, Chile, and that's kind of how I broke into corporate flight attending. So at the time when I got laid off, it was obviously devastating. I loved my job. I was making good money. It was a life that I was comfortable living. And it took a little bit of time for me to really see the silver lining in all of it, and how that opportunity really improved my life more than me having that constant job. Okay, and then the last question. Oh yes, I touched on this in the intro. Whatever happened to the heart monitor that I had to wear? Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I recorded a whole private flight attendant uniform video, and I had this giant heart monitor plastered to my chest, and there was not really any way for me to hide it, so I just explained to you guys, hey, I'm wearing a heart monitor for the next month, we're gonna see what happens. Luckily, good things happened. My doctors liked how the readings looked, followed up with a cardiologist, and I was given a clean bill of health. So due to Corona, I wasn't flying during the time that I had the heart monitor, so it didn't really affect me work-wise, but I did need to be cleared to go back to work full-time as a flight attendant. And that's totally understandable. We're flying at 45,000 feet. Some of our days are really long, 15 to 16-hour days, and obviously, the pilots want to make sure that they're not going to have to deal with a sick flight attendant in the back of the cabin. So I'm very happy to announce I got a clean bill of health. I'm 100% cleared to work for 100% of the trips that could come onto the books. I don't have any restrictions, no travel restrictions or anything like that. So those are my 3 questions for you guys today. I will check in with you on day 5 tomorrow, and on day 6 you guys will be watching this video. So stay tuned and I'll talk to you soon. Hey you guys, good morning. It is the final day of the video. I'm actually just getting ready to upload my personal frequently asked questions and mask review for you guys. Instead of getting ready, I wanted to show you how my skin looks after using it. I know I'm pale. Normally I wear bronzer when I talk to you guys, but I feel like my skin is not dull. Like, it has a very good texture, and the blemishes that I pointed out day 1 of filming this video, they don't exist anymore. Thank you very much. So, and maybe we should do like, whoops, an up close situation. Hey, how are you? Natural sunlight. Okay, that's probably enough. So I just wanted to check in with you guys one final time before I get this video published. I want to give you that reminder, TEAMI gave me that discount code, 25% off of your purchase. So my discount code for you again is JACTravels25, that is JAC Travels25. And I put that link down below for you guys, so it'll be perfectly easy for you to find. Let me know how much you guys like the mask after you order it and have tried it for a while. Also, if you guys have any other questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns, post those down below for me too. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. This way you don't miss out on any future videos. I do have a flight attendant video coming out on Sunday, and it talks about the furlough that just happened at American Airlines and the outlook of commercial flight attendant jobs and corporate flight attendant jobs. So that will be published on Sunday. And then I have a trip coming up, and that video will be out sometime next week, probably the Sunday after that. So I do have some exciting travels coming up. I can't wait to talk to you guys when I'm on the private jet again, and I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching.